What's up everyone, I'm Alex and this is my 2000 subscriber special. So if you aren't a true fan of the channel or you haven't been around in the past week, then you probably haven't heard that I recently hit 2,000 subscribers. It happened about 4 days ago, which is really awesome that I hit 2,000 because just about a year ago in about November of last year, I hit 1,000 subscribers. So I don't know why it's upside down. I had 1,000. You can see I got the YouTube plaque here, which is definitely official. And if you have 1,000 subscribers and YouTube hasn't set you this, YouTube just doesn't like you. And for a 2,000 subscriber special, as you know, I am not very creative. So I decided to ask my community for some ideas of what I should do, and they were not that creative either. I got probably like 10 different people or so that end up responding to that post about what I should do. And one of the answers was I should do a giveaway, which I would never do because I do not have enough money for that. So then the other idea, which almost everyone else said, was to do a Q&A video. So since you also desperately wanted a Q&A video, I gathered questions over the past 24 hours from all of you, and in total I have a collection of 23 comments right here. I ended up using most of the questions that you posted. A couple of them I decided not to include in the video because they're off topic from my channel, but let's get into the first question. So our first question right here is coming from Extreme Inflate 2008, who asked, how many inflatables do you have? So this question is a bit hard to answer since I collect inflatables for Christmas, Halloween, birthday, and Easter. So I'll just kind of break it down part by part. So for Halloween, I believe I have 19 to 21 inflatables. For Christmas, I have 22 inflatables. For Easter, I have 2. And for birthdays, I have 2 inflatables. That's about 47-ish inflatables. So honestly, quite a few. But anyways, on to the next question from Caleb, who asked, are you planning on getting the Wendigo from Party City? So I'm not planning on getting the Wendigo, but I am planning to possibly get another animatronic from Party City, and that one is the Neon Ice Cream Clown. If you're not from Canada, you probably don't realize that Party City here, all we get is the Wendigo, the Neon Ice Cream Clown, whatever crappy animatronics Canadian Tire sells, and we're apparently getting a 12-foot Reaper animatronic that I think is made by Sunstar, which is really strange. But anyways, I'm possibly thinking of getting the Neon Ice Cream Clown for 50% off at Party City because my Party City, if you didn't know this, because you don't live here, most of you, because most of you are from the US, but my local Party City here, they never sell any of their Halloween decorations. They had every single decoration still in stock November 1st. So I'm hoping the same thing happens again this year and they still have the Neon Ice Cream Clown on November 1st. So I can buy them. But at this point, I'm not too sure. They haven't even got shipped into the store yet. They are supposed to be getting it sometime this week in store. But I do hope they still have it November 1st, so I don't have to pay $300 for it. Okay, next up, we have a pretty interesting comment coming from the Mast Clown Official, who asked, what's my favorite witch, clown, reaper, scarecrow, and zombie animatronics of all time? This question is a pretty good one. For my favorite witch animatronic, lots of people are going to get mad at me for saying this, but I love the Cauldroness. And then clown animatronic, it has to be the Tower Reaper and Hugs the Clown. Okay, so I'm just ending the video now, and I realized I called the creepy Tower Clown the Tower Reaper. So please hate on me in the comments for saying that, because I have no idea what happened there. Both solid animatronics. I really do want to get the Tower Clown in the future. I hope they either bring him back, or he pops up on Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji for a good deal in my area. But those 2 clowns I really love. Reaper animatronic, that one's a bit harder to think about. One Reaper I definitely really love is the 10-foot Reaper. He's probably one of my favorites up there. And then another one's the new Morse Costumes Reaper guy with the tombstone that cracks open everything. That guy's also another cool one. So I'd probably say one of those 2 are my favorite Reapers of all time. And then my favorite Scarecrow, definitely Cen Scarecrow. I do really love Cen Scarecrow though. He's a great jump scare, and I definitely love that prop just because it's one of the first props I got too. And then favorite zombie, for that one, I'm going to have to say the Cellar Dweller. This guy, I keep seeing him in store at Halloween Alley, and I want him so bad, but Halloween Alley doesn't know how to price their animatronics reasonably, so I can't buy them. And now a comment from Cen Rafel. What's up, Cohen? Thanks for your comment. What do you think of servos and animatronic, and do you think there are... Yeah, I'm bad at speaking. And do you think that they are worth the higher price tag? So servo animatronics, we got like Grimm, the Straw Man. I know lots of Morse costumes animatronics use servos. And they cost a little bit more than regular animatronics, probably by a good $50 to $100, I'd say. And honestly, I think servos are worth it. I know it's mixed opinions. Lots of people don't like that they're putting them on so many animatronics. Some people do like it. Me, I'm one person that likes it because I like when they try to make animatronics better. And I think servos are a good way to improve animatronics. I do like at least that, like lots of places, especially like Spirit, they're not adding it to lots of animatronics, just a couple. But for me, I definitely say servos are really good and add more realness to the props. So yeah, I definitely think they're better, and they're definitely worth the price. Okay, now this next question, you have to have been following the channel since last year and have watched like every upload to get this reference. But when is the next dog review coming out? Max Rebo asked. And honestly, another dog review is coming soon. It's going to be dog costume review, and I plan to have it out very, very soon. So get excited. Okay, now we have a question from Primitive Alien who asked, would you rather be a werewolf, a vampire, or American? Honestly, out of these three options, they all have their pluses. Like werewolf, obviously you get to just like run around, be all hairy and stuff, and be like a dog. Kind of sounds like you're being a furry, so maybe I'll pass on that. And then we got vampire, which you get to suck blood and... yeah. But then American, that's actually one that I would choose because I live in Canada, which, it's all nice. We have free healthcare. That's really the only good side. Everything else I like is in the US. For Halloween, all the stores have better stuff. There's better amusement parks. It's warmer if you're in the southern more area. So honestly, I'd choose American. And next up, we have a question from BrokenCode who asked, who's your favorite haunter like Brick Thunder or HTJ? But it can't be me. I don't know why you'd have to put the it can't be me at the end, because obviously I wouldn't choose myself. I don't think I'm the best haunter out there. But I make good videos, so you should subscribe. But honestly, for me, out of all the haunters, I'd say that Nick on YouTube is my favorite to watch. I find his videos really entertaining, so favorite haunter, definitely that guy. And next up is a comment from YouTube Spirit Salt who asked, do you like Christmas? No, I do not. I absolutely hate Christmas. It's my least favorite holiday. I don't know why anyone can celebrate it. Alright, next up we got Alpaca Gaming. Alpaca Gaming, thanks for submitting an answer. If you didn't know, Alpaca Gaming was my top commenter. He commented almost 150 times on my video, so if you want to be a top commenter, you should try commenting 150 times. But anyways, the question is, what's your favorite store that sells Halloween stuff? So for me, living here in Canada, Lowe's is not an option. Lowe's, like, they have good stuff, but definitely nothing too special. Home Depot too, they have a few good props, but they're definitely not an option. Canadian Tire, they sell way too much Sunstar stuff to be one of my favorite stores that sells Halloween stuff. Walmart's a good option. Halloween Alley, way too overpriced. And Spirit Halloween, bunch of good props. So it's in between Spirit Halloween and Walmart for me for favorite store that sells Halloween stuff. For me, I'd have to go Spirit though, because in Canada, it's the only store that has a bunch of animatronics. And now we got a fellow Canadian haunter asking a question. We got Maple Syrup Haunt saying, what do you think of HalloweenCostumes.com? I don't really look at Halloween costumes that much, but I am aware of the website. They sell a bunch of like Halloween animatronics and stuff. I think they also do have a Canadian website. I did look over it, and they do have some good prices, some not. It does seem like to ship to Canada, they still ship from the US though, so you still have to pay like international shipping fees and everything, which does suck. But honestly, they have a pretty good selection of animatronics most of the time, so what do I think of them? It's a good store, good online Halloween store. Alright, next up we have another one of these questions about what's my favorite prop for different categories. So clown prop and witch prop already answered, but skeleton and pumpkin prop I didn't say yet. So skeleton, 12-foot skeleton or grim are gonna have to be my favorites. And then for pumpkin prop, that one's a tricky one. Lots of pumpkin props out there I don't think are the greatest. There is a lot of great ones though, but for me I'd have to say the Home Depot Canada exclusive Pumpkin Twins. It's a great prop. I love their audio and everything, and it was a pretty good prop. So thanks, Cool Blue Johnny Punk fan, for that. Have fun being a fan of Johnny Punk. He's a great prop. Alright, now we got a question from Crow asking, what's the best store for Halloween? So this is similar to Alpaca Gaming's question. But like I said, Walmart and Spirit Halloween, they're both my favorite stores for Halloween stuff. So there's the question answered again. Alright, now we got a question from Bub is Floppy, which asked, how much does all of your Halloween decorations cost in total? This question is a bit of a tricky one to answer because I don't keep track of the value of all my stuff. But for how much I pay for all stuff for my haunted garage, my yard haunt, everything, I'd probably give a range of like maybe $2,000, $3,000 around there. It could even be more, I don't know, but definitely over $2,000. Ooh, and now we got Pumpkin Hall with questions saying, what's your favorite animatronic of all time? This one's got to be Creepy Ryzen Doll. This one I'm obsessed with. I wish it was in store though, because I would have 100% got it. I'm not buying it online because to ship it to Canada, it would cost over $100 in shipping fees, and I don't even know if that's in Canadian. I think that was the US price. So converted Canadian, it's just way too much money to pay for the Creepy Ryzen Doll. If I lived in the US, it'd be a different story because I could get it for way cheaper. But since I live in Canada, shipping's just too much to get it. But I really love the Creepy Ryzen Doll. It's my favorite prop of all time. And now we got a comment from Loop Ahoy Haunts who said, what's your favorite prop of all time? I just answered that. I don't think you're paying attention that well, but Creepy Ryzen Doll. Pay attention better next time and don't ask the same question. And now BrokenCode, who I guess isn't a true fan of the channel, he said, what's your favorite 12-footer? I told you my favorite 12-foot prop was in my ranking all the 12-foot animatronics video, so I guess you didn't actually watch that. But it was a 12-foot skeleton. But you may have also been talking about my favorite 12-foot inflatable. Maybe that's what you're talking about. So my favorite 12-foot inflatable is the Pumpkin Reaper. But if you're talking about my favorite 12-foot animatronic, you should just go watch my ranking video and find out that the 12-foot skeleton is my favorite. Alright, now we got a comment coming in from Char the Star Schultz. Thanks for the question, Mom. But how did your obsession start with Halloween, Lego signs, Funko Pops, and amusement parks? So Halloween, I don't know if I really talked about this, but I got my first inflatable back in 2013 because I didn't want to ride the bus. It's a long story, but after I got that inflatable, I kind of started getting into Halloween, and now I have a lot of inflatables and animatronics. And then for Lego, like every kid plays with Lego, so I like Lego. And then signs. If you haven't been looking at the background at all, I have a lot of signs. I have over 100 now. And I don't know, I just buy them going from place to place. Every place I visit, I have a sign from. Like you can see, some of my newest ones are on that wall. I have some from like California and stuff. See, like Jamaica, Mexico. I just like collecting all these signs from different places. And then Funko Pops. You can see my Funko Pop stand right over there. I don't know why I'm waving my hand like that. But Funko Pops, I started liking them because I found a Jerry Seinfeld Funko Pop at Dollarama. And since then, I've wasted all my money on them. And amusement parks, I just like roller coasters. They're fun. Okay, now Cen Rafel is back with another comment asking, if I had all the money in the world, what would I want my haunt to look like? So if I had all the money in the world, for my haunt, I definitely want to open it up in some sort of other place in my garage where I had more room. And I'd buy a whole lot of more props and decorations for it to make it look more professional. Pretty simple answer. Ooh, and then we got a question from Glenn Miller who said, any other favorite holidays besides Halloween? Christmas. definitely Christmas. And best spirit theme, 2016 Haunted Hotel and Haunted Clock Tower. Best themes of all time, and you can't argue with that because they are the best. Okay, now we got a comment from Aristo9999 who said, which retired animatronic do you wish you had? Creepy Rising Doll, which isn't really retired anymore, but they brought it back. But if we're talking about one that's still retired and it hasn't been brought back yet, that would be the Towering Clown. I really want to get him. And then if money was no issue, which animatronic out there would you buy? I'd probably say one of the Distortions animatronics. I'm not really up to date on what stuff Distortions is making right now, but for when I looked in the past of the animatronics, they have some pretty cool ones for like a couple $1,000s, so probably one of those. Okay, and now we have Xavier 2010 wondering what's the most underrated Halloween monster. In my opinion, I don't really know all the different Halloween monsters. There's so many, but if I were to choose one, I'd probably say vampires maybe. I feel like I never see animatronics or decorations of those, so maybe vampires are really underrated because I never hear anything about that, but we always see like clowns, zombies, all that other stuff, so I'd probably say vampires. Okay, now we have a comment from Grim Death asking, what animatronic do you like from Distortions Unlimited? Like I mentioned, I'm not up to date on the animatronics, so let's take a look. Okay, so I'm looking here at their new for 2023 animatronics, and out of these new ones I see, probably my favorites are this Haunted Tree, he looks pretty cool, and the Werewolf, which these things are cool, but they cost upwards of $1,000 or more, which is out of my budget, but there's some pretty cool animatronics. Alright, now we have a question from a strange Cranberry 8160 asking, do you have a wife? So if you don't get this reference, apparently when you search Awesome Alex 99 on Google, one of the searches that people apparently are searching for is, what's my wife? I don't know who was searching for this, but I do not have one because I am only 15. Okay, now we got one more final question from Will, which that's it for the video. I will see you all next time. Goodbye.